fun card. Let me just do adjustment there. There we go. One of the cards that we created at my Stampin' Bingo. Now, Stampin' Bingo was held yesterday on Sunday, September 22nd. Today is Monday, September 23rd. I'm fortunate enough to have the day off from work. Yes, thank you very much. I needed a day off. And I did some cooking this morning, and now I thought it's some stamping time. So I want to share with you some of the projects, and I keep adjusting this, sorry, that we created. So I'm doing a couple videos this afternoon. So the one of the cards that we created is using the Wrapped in Plaid suite. So we're going to be doing actually a card that looks very familiar to this one, with my little take on it. It's a beautiful suite in the holiday catalog. Beautiful papers, beautiful stamp set, coordinating tree punch. So I'm all about simple stamping, although ladies at the event yesterday didn't think things were quite so simple. I don't know why I do. Maybe it's just because of my 19 years of being a demonstrator. But here's the card, and you'll see it's very similar to the one in the catalog. My thought is simple stamping. Why recreate the wheel when someone's already done the work for us? So let me show you how easy this card is to create. So we're going to be using the, sorry about that, it's my dog, the Perfectly Plaid stamp set along with the coordinating pine tree punch. And it never fails when I have to do a, well, not have to do, when I do a video that, you know, she decides she's going to be boisterous. So we're using the cherry, oh my goodness, cherry cobbler. Hello. This is a standard card. This was cut in half, 8.5 by 11, scored at 4 1/4, cut at 5 1/2. Normally I have this scored, but I guess I was lazy the day I was creating this and I didn't do that. But simple enough, you can do that. You can use your bone folder. I have a smaller piece that, if you can see, there you go, I used one of our die cuts, and it does the beautiful stitching, the rectangle dies, and I'll tell you, if you don't have that, you need to have that. You just need to. I mean, it's just a necessity. And I'm looking for the ink pad. Hello, Mr. Ink. All right, so we're going to use the Shaded Spruce ink. And we're going to, we'll do our stamping first. So we just have a strip of cardstock, you know, all these strips that you kind of accumulate. And we're going to use the May This Special Season Be Wrapped in Love and Joy. So where are we here? Here we are. This is a photo polymer stamp set. And it's clear. You can see right through it, which is amazing. And grab a block. When you go to grab one thing in the stamp room, you know what happens? Everything comes with it but what you want. Who can relate to that? Please tell me I'm not the only one. So again, light kisses on our stamp, our ink pad, sorry. And sorry if my head gets in the way, but you're just going to press down, no rocking. Hold on to your paper, lift off, and look at beautiful. And look at the sun is coming out. Can you see the sun in the video? I thought it was going to rain for a little while there. Okay. Again, not prepared. Need my Stampin' Snips, which are not readily available here. So let's make a little tag. Let's trim this down, just like that. Let me show you how easy it is to do this. Cut a little slit in the center. Okay. Then go from each end up to that little slit that you cut. And there you go, the perfect tag. And no, they're not Stampin' Up! Scissors. I just kind of grabbed what I grabbed. And we'll just trim this down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so our stamping is done. We can close this up. We'll be using that on another card later. So that is finished. Okay, so let's take our piece here that we have cut out. Now when everyone comes to the bingo, I have everything in little packets. They have their little goodie bags. Everything's in there with all their little goodies, and they get a whole slew of new products in their bags. For this one, they actually got a stamp set. They got the Snowman stamp set, which I'm trying to grab my trees over here in my basket. And I want to say Let It Snow, but I don't think that's the name of it. Anyhow, they got that, and they got the embellishment kit to go along with it. So I think that that was really nice. Okay, so we're going to align our trees. All right, so let's just see what looks good. And I just punched these out. I used the tree punch, the pine tree punch, and I used, and you want to stay tuned to the end, I have some more samples. The Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper. This is a specialty paper in the 6x6 size, and you may wonder, why is it special? Well, if you can see on some of these trees, do you see that little bit of gold that's running through? It's beautiful. One side has the gold and one side does not. So if you're a gold person, yay. If you're not, yay to that as well. And they're double-sided. So I just punched out a bunch of trees, what was left over from when the ladies were making their cards yesterday. So we'll just align this up. Let's see. Just working with what I have here. So that's kind of cool because I punched that at like an angle. And I didn't want to waste any of my trees, any of my paper from punching out my trees. So we'll just kind of do a visual lineup. Okay, that looks good. And let's just do, oops. There we go. So we'll just do light. We'll lightly place this on. And we'll put the ones on each end. So we'll just lightly, like, I mean, don't even really press on here, because if you decide you need to move them around, you'll have that ability to do so. Okay, so let's, and again, this is a handmade card. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for beautification. Okay, so, and we're looking for simple stamping. So you'll see, the only thing we stamped was that cute little saying, right? So it's all about being simple and creating something that's made from your heart. We have an upcoming World Card Making Day. It's in October. And I'm going to be celebrating actually the whole week of October 5th through the 12th. I have an event here at my home. So if you're in the northeastern part of Pennsylvania and you'd like to join us, please let me know. And we're going to be making Christmas cards, of course. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks good. What do you think? That looks good to me. All right, so then we can, and there she goes again. What time is it? Oh, the people across the street are leaving work. So, of course, you know, she has to make herself known to them that I live here, which, I mean, I think they all know that already. Okay, we're going to use this beautiful ribbon that color coordinates with it. It's the shaded spruce with the gold running through it, and that coordinates with the gold paper. So it's beautiful. I mean, this whole suite. And we're not going to be stingy. We're going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Frugal. We're going to just wrap this around, just like this. Okay. Plus, this will add less bulk to your card when you go to mail it, right? Then we have another piece that we're just going to slip this under here, and we're just going to tie a knot. Not going to worry about bows, because again, what are we doing? That's right, simple stamping. So bow tying might be a little challenging to some of you. So, and I see that came loose. So we'll fix that, no worries. So we don't want anyone to stress over their holiday card making. Why isn't that sticking? Let's add a little more adhesive. There we are. Okay, look at how pretty that looks. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to get glued onto the front of our card. I like to do a lot of layers like this. Kind of, you know, color on color. Doesn't have to be, you know, all this fancy stuff. Just a little bit of color on color. And that die. And here comes the sun again. Woo! I just want to sing that song, you know, but I don't want to get a copyright infringement. Okay, so here's our little saying. And ooh, that baby is bright. So let me share something with you. This is our Whisper White flax ribbon. I believe that's, yeah, flax ribbon. And it comes just like this. And that's going to like change my glasses into sunglasses. It's coming in so bright. So all you want to do with this, you can do something really fun, is just cut yourself a piece. This is left over from yesterday, so I'm all about that. Cut yourself a piece, and then just right here from the end, all you have to do is pull one of these out. Come on. There we go. And look, I have a bunch left over, so I'm just going to throw that in my tray. And look, you have like a piece of baker's twine. How fun. And I'm using one of these jingle bells. And these are the jingle bells. You get 24 in here. They're gold. They're the shaded spruce and the cherry cobbler color. And they just add a little festiveness, I think that's a word, to your card. So they have a little shank on them. So I'm just going to put this through the little shank. I'm just going to tie myself just a little, not like that, so I can hang on to it. Now this is then going to get wrapped around here, and I'm just going to, again, well, this one you can tie a knot if you want, but I think I'm going to splurge on this card a little. I'm just going to do myself a little bow if my fingers cooperate with me today. So I'm going to tie my knot first to secure it, and then I'm going to tie my bow. But before I tie my bow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to my card. And I'm using some of my bones left over. It is almost Halloween time. Left from my dimensionals. This will hold that piece on there. It's a lot easier to tie a bow when you have something secured to a card rather than just willy-nilly here. So let's see. This will kind of cover up some of that. So even if your trees aren't on there perfectly, no worries there, right? Okay, so let me turn this. Okay, why isn't that? There we go. And it didn't really stick because of the ribbon, so we'll just tie ourselves a little bow. And this is not for the fumble fingers. Woof. Okay, here we go. We can do it. We can do it. Yes, we can. Okay, we'll just fix it up a little bit. So we have a knot and a bow. We have two items on here. There's that other little piece. There we are. And there's your card. Quick and simple as that. You can't get any more simple or stamping than that, right, people? Oof, there we go. Okay, I have a couple more samples to share with you. Now this one got zhushed up, so let me fix it. Okay, so how about a cute little tag? Now this, you just punch multiple trees. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 trees, and just layer them on top of another. A little bit of our red glimmer paper. Here's some of our sparkling, what are they called? They're clear, but I color them with our blender pens. Oh, it'll come to me probably after I, stop doing the video. But a cute little tag, North Pole Delivery. And if you see, here's the stamp, North Pole Delivery. But I didn't have room for these little squiggly wigglies, so all I did was use a marker and just color in North Pole Delivery with the line and stamped it that way. So there's a little tag. Here's a beautiful card. And just using the little pine cones. Again, there's that red glimmer paper. I stamped a couple of the trees from the set. Here's the plaid one. Punched them out. And even did the inside with a red glimmer tree on the inside as well. Oh, there she goes again. Oh, we've been doing this all day long, so I apologize. Here's another one. Again, using our Designer Series paper. Can't imagine what she's barking at with that time, unless someone's at my door, which, yeah, she did a lot. She's part pug, what can I tell you? Using our Designer Series paper, and again, punched out a little circle on the inside, hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer. A little Merry Christmas. I love the Merry Christmas. Love that on here. And here's our little pine cones. And this little piece is for the little trunk on the tree. So how about that? Here's another. Here, very simple stamping card here. Just stamp the Merry Christmas, punch that out, a piece of the ribbon, piece of the DSP, and a little tree on the inside. And I didn't even do the trunk on that. I just left it plain on our thick Whisper White. So there you have it. There is our perfectly plaid bundle. Oh, one more thing. How could I forget? How about this? Look at this gold box. and that I decorated with. These are new in the holiday catalog. How could I even have forgotten this? Beautiful gold box with a slide-on belly band so you can regift it. So thank